Here's Carter Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Stoudemire. Chris Bosh is out there with Caron Butler. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Wade in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Parker. 9 points last game out. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
The Heat making a switch here. Deng's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Parker.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now, here's Wade. A 20-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Rondo kicks to Deng. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And the Heat lead by 3.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Deng against Parker. Monroe outside. Takes the 13-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short. So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. And road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too.
Good
I mean,
shot.
a decent
Good
number
shot.
of assists so far for them.
Throw good. Deng.
I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Good. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
Oh, maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Rondo kicks to Wade. Pass to Butler. Launches it. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable. And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season, top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
One shot.
Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what you see, Kevin, is the added muscle coming into play and benefiting him. He's just an average athlete, but being stronger makes him more effective.
Now here's Monroe. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Now here's Wade. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state, but what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
All right, now, gentlemen, truth shots, loose shots.
That free throw good from Wade. Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talented.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play.
Great credit to him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable. Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season. And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Greg Monroe. He's getting around 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second.
And, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skill.
Shots good by Butler.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Vasquez kicks to Monroe. It's stolen by Dang. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pushing it up. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Wade. And now a 4-point Miami lead.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Parker. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Rondo kicks to Butler. Outside Dang. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
It's Parker with the drive. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Here's Dang. And Parker with the block. Carter Williams with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Monroe down low. He's covered by Dang. Kept alive. Parker. And he banks in the layup. Parker's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Dang. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Butler against Parker. Right through the D for the layup. Parker's got 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Wade kicks to Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Wade penetrating. Shot is off. Excellent beat here from Parker. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run. Butler with the steal. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And for Caron Butler, came into the league as a hard-nosed defender, good rebounder for a small forward. But it seems like as he matured, Greg, he became more of a three-point marksman.
Great point. And, you know, early in his career, the difficulty with the outside shot, his game was more about toughness. But like most smart veterans, he extended his range so he could live to play a little longer, which he certainly has.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running through Dwayne Wade. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here is Bayless. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
And, you know, going back to Caron Butler, he became a complete offensive player at the height of his career. I mean, he improved his ball handling so he could get his shot off from any place on the court. His pull-up, mid-range jumper, cash money. And in a couple of years, he averaged nearly 5 assists a game.
Milwaukee in the lead. Vasquez kicks to Bayless. Kicks it out to Vasquez. They get it again. Moves back up. And it's Evans missing.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here is Plumlee. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Luol Deng pulls it down. Deng's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Bucks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And now a quick look at some very potent men in the middle lately. Highest scoring big men in the past 10 games. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point. in his career. But since coming back from Russia, he has completely re-embedded himself as a player.
Amar'e Stoudemire. He's checked in for Luol Deng.
One shot, gentlemen.
And for Gerald Green, and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster.
Here is Bayless. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded closely, and that one's good. Now Wade, 8 points for him. 1:41 left in the first half. On the wing, Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Vasquez. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
And Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect
now,
much more than that.
2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Vasquez.
And talking about Vasquez, guys, good size for a point guard. Solid ball handler and playmaker when he's put in that role. But he needs the ball to be truly effective. And last season, the ball belonged to Kyle Lowry.
No good on the second free throw.
And for Vasquez, he doesn't have the foot speed to track opposing point guards. He tries to compensate with good use of angles, but he did do a solid job defending the pick and roll last season, using his superior size and anticipation in that area.
Now here's Stoudemire. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And it's Green missing.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Green. Vasquez dishes to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. 19 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The drive by Wade. 16 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Green. Sweet little floater. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Vasquez passes to Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. And, Coach, how do you rate the team's defensive performance to this point?
We're playing our normal defense, which is to be aggressive, disruptive. And for the most part, we've been able to cover ground except for the fouls in the basket.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well-positioned to build a lead in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Well, Antetokounmpo in this one, he's got 21 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. Craig Monroe is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Parker in at the 3 spot. And Chris Bosh with the slam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
It's stolen by Dang. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Wade. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Wade. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach. But I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Kicks to Dang. Launches it. And Chris Bosh gets the 3. Bosh has got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 23.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Bosh takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Milwaukee on D. It's a 5-point game. Rondo is doubled. Wade on the wing, defended by Middleton. Fade away.
but only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Carter Williams against Rondo. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. Rondo kicks to Dang. Rondo against Carter Williams. Rondo dishes to Stoudemire. The kick out to Bosh. 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And he can't get the first round.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates.
Rondo is doubled. And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 9th assist in the game now. Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. High post try, and he gets it to go. Monroe's got 11.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Rondo kicks to Dang to the right side. Here's Bosh, and there's another one for the Heat.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Parker outside. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
That one is off.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
He hits the second from the line.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come. And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%. right, a chance to check out the stats for Carter Williams. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 11 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
Now here's Butler. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. On the wing, Dang. Covered by Parker. Parker against Dang. Faded away to create the space. Dang's got 8 points.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Butler with the steal. He dishes it to Rondo, and they double up Rondo. Butler kicks to Stoudemire. On the wing, Dang. Shot clock at 5. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 9. Parker, right side. Outside, out of the Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Middleton. Pass to Parker. No good. Rondo with some nice D. Miami leading by 9. The pass to Bosh. Dishes it to Butler. Outside Rondo. Back to Butler. Goes back up. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Good! 17 points for Jabari Parker.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And so it's Milwaukee now. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Here's Middleton, and it's sent back by Bosh. Outside Butler. Rondo on top. The 3. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. And it's 8 points for Butler.
Rondo with a nice dish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Vasquez passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Green. Vasquez dishes to Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul. It's on Reggie Evans. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Chris Middleton. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for Butler. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Green slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley, Clark kind of molded him. He was in it.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Here is Bayless. He's covered by Rondo. And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it to Plumlee. Miami grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Here is Bayless after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo. Stoudemire with the double team. Here's Plumlee. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Well, Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. Yeah. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. And he knocks down the first one.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
He hits one and misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And the media deal in play says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676. Almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
No good on the free throw.
And you look at Reggie Evans, he hasn't done a lot as a basketball player, but what he does really well. Rebound like a maniac. And he defends the post as if his family is in danger.
Good on the second free throw. When one thinks of Reggie Evans, one word often comes to mind: hustle. It's through sheer relentlessness that he's made it over 13 years, Greg, in this NBA.
You know, he always gives maximum effort. The numbers and usage rate were down a little last year, but I believe he still has the fire and energy to give you a few good minutes every game.
Milwaukee with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Green. Evans, right side, to the inside. Puts it up. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Vasquez. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Green. Missing.
That was almost a highlight reel play, but they couldn't quite sync up.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Vasquez. He's got 8. Low block shot, and Winslow pulls it down.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Evans, a screen on Rondo. Now Bayless. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Talking about Jerryd Bayless, some thought he would be a star when he first entered the NBA, and he certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays. You need a lift. You need a spark offensively. You go see Jerryd.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat leading by 11. Wade dishes to Green. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Jacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it down hard.
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The feed to Wade. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo against Green. Wade misses off the left eye.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
From deep three-point range, that misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat out front. They lead by 13. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Heat leading by 13 on the floor for Miami starting the fourth. We've got Dang. D-Wade out there with Gerald Green. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Bosh in at the 5 spot. Now here's Carter Williams. Evans setting the pick for Carter Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper. And another basket for Milwaukee. Here's Wade. Outside Butler. Here's Bosch. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Free throw good. Bosch.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosch. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Now here's Carter Williams. Inside. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Monroe.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Green against Middleton. A baseline J. No luck. Evans with some nice D.
Hey, guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosch back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Butler kicks to Dang. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Gerald Green.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good from Luol Deng. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But he goes to the Miami Heat. He's bounced around a little bit. But still a very big talent.
He is. You know, he kind of likes following legends. Remember, Scottie Pippen was that great small forward in Chicago, and Luol Deng was the next heir apparent. So he seems to be pretty comfortable stepping into LeBron's role. Unfortunately, not able to deliver at the same level. And let's face it, the problem is you can't make up for losing the best player in the game. And that's the case here in Miami for Luol.
Monroe. Bosch with some nice D. The Heat leading by 13. Wade left side. Misses from close range. And here is Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. Good for his sixth make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And, you know, getting back to Luol Deng, he wasn't entirely pleased with his new role. He's been a knockdown mid-range shooter throughout his career, but last year he was asked to shoot corner threes in volume, and that's not his game.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Evans dishes to Parker. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And back to Luol Deng. I mean, he started last season pretty strong. I mean, Deng was actually healthier than LeBron at the beginning of the year. But the tables turned around midseason. Deng became hobbled with that knee, and LeBron returned to his old dominant self. Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me. Show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And Miami making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Now here's Parker. Shot's good by Middleton.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
It's tipped. Evans with the steal. To the wing on the left. And Parker, here we go.
What a game for Parker. 19 points and 2 steals as well. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
At the line for your Bucks, Jabari Parker. At the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And Parker drops them both. The Heat leading by 9. On the wing, Dang. For 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Parker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Middleton. A floater. He lays it in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
For Miami, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Dang against Parker. Baseline jumper. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And that's 15 points for Luol Deng. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, he'll make the walk of shame back to the bench. He gets to watch the rest from the sideline.
Winslow's check in for Miami. Middleton inside the three-point line, and Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The drive by Bosch, and he converts the layup. Bosch has got 16 points here in the second half.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Parker. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 22 points for Chris Bosch.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Here's Parker. Misses from close range. The Heat leading by 13. Winslow with it. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Bosch, the screen. Here's Wade.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Here's Evans. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
shooting 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Evans. Miami leading by 11. Wade outside. Fires from 14. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked
Mind the
in.
lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting streak.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field, and you expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
Stoudemire playing very well. 8 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Now here's Carter Williams. Parker with no one around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Miami leading by 7. And they double up Rondo. Stoudemire with the ball. Now Monroe defending. And it's Wade penetrating. And the shot is good.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Now here's Parker. With the floater, Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Parker against Wade. And he jams it with authority.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
The drive by Monroe, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Antetokounmpo. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Rondo's shot is good. Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Bucks trail by 11. Middleton outside. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. The shot is off. And Miami the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Stoudemire. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Parker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Parker's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Rondo kicks to Wade. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, he's got 17 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Dwayne Wade, 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Wade.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Stoudemire grabs the board. Stoudemire's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rondo against Carter-Williams. So the wing on the left from downtown. That one goes. Count. 11 points here for Justice Winslow.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Parker outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Parker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And they double up Rondo. Stoudemire the pass to Winslow. Good ball movement here by Miami. Rebounded by the Bucks. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here we go, one-on-one. Shots good by Middleton.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Bosh can't get it to go.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
Still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here is Miami. At one point, they led by 16.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
They're going to close them out for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-zip with just 1 game left to play against the Bucks.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Amari Stoudemire. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Heat, Josh McRoberts has checked in for Bosh. And it's Gerald Green in for Rajon Rondo. And the second free throw, good. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Passes it to Copeland. Pulls up. But they get it back. Here's Bayless. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Yo, get on D-Wade.
Wade outside. Evans with some nice D. On offense here, the Bucks trailing by 10. Here's Copeland. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside, Green. Wade outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Amar'e Stoudemire. He started the game with a great shooting touch, making his first 4 shots.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.